have a book with me. If you see, I need to see the camera. Do you see on top of that church? That one was finished before the rest of it. That one was put on top of there before the other stuff. I did write it down somewhere. So this church is built in the beginning of the 700. Yeah. It was built in, it was started building in 1740 and it was finished in 1761. It was Joachim Andreas Stukenbrock who started it, and he died in 1756. So Michael Heltzen finished it. They are both buried in there. Before that, it was a church standing there from 1630. That was of wood, but that one needed upgrading. Oh yeah. It has room for 2,400, I think it was. I remember it right. Yeah. So. That was a little bit history. Oh, and that black building we did pass down there, that was Empire style. So that was popular in the 1800s. Oh, my bike is home. It's too cold to cycle now. Oh, and when the fire was in 1810, that was in March, 15 March 1810. And it was a hard time because a lot of people was without work because the silver mine was stopped between 1805 and 1816. So, and then the fire started 5 years after, and so a lot of people was moving away from the city then. But in, if I remember right, yeah. But in 1814, they started a weapon factory here. So people got more optimistic because then they got work again. So it was 58 houses who got destroyed under the fire, and 13 of them survived the fire. So yeah, and the silver mine, it was closed, like I said, in 1805 to 1816, but it was going on from 1623 and all the way to 1958, but it had that break those years. And the yellow building you see down there, the orange one, that was one of the first technical university in Europe. So yeah, that was a little bit history. I'm getting cold in my butt. Are you cycling? Frank, you did cycle. You said you were cycling too, wasn't you? That was you cycling to work and that kind of stuff. Am I right? Is that you? Well, my bike is in my hall at home. I have it indoors. The bike I have, I'm very happy with that one. I don't want it to get stolen. So a part of this building is from the 1630 and a part of it is from 1730, and it was Christian the VI and Queen Sophia Magdalene. They did live here when they was visiting in 1733. But the name for the city was Christian the IV, and his father did die when he was only 11 years old, but he was too young to become king of Denmark and Norway at that point. So they did make a government with 4 people who was taking care of stuff. When he was 19 years old, I think it was when he was 19, it was 18 or 19, then he got the crown, become the king. And the year after, he did marry, what was her name? I think it was Anne-Cathrine something. And they got 6 kids together. One of them was Frederick III, and he became king later on. But Anna did die in 16 and something, I don't remember the year. But Christian, the king, he already had another woman he was having fun with. So yeah, and on the list of his kids there is at least 23 kids he had, but people are saying that possible he had more with woman that was serving for him, or yeah. So here you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but this is inside the church, and there is a big organ there. That one, there was something about that one too. I don't remember the name of that organ, but it had 42 sounds in it. And now I don't remember the years, but at some point somebody was going to fix it a little bit, because there was a leak at the roof and it got some damage, water damage. But it took many years until that organ was back, so they had another one in the meantime. But when they got it back, the one who was fixing it, he fixed it really good, so now it has 53 sounds. So how are you today? Hoe Frank? Going to the newest city, because after people had been moving out and all that kind of stuff, they started that weapon factory and people was coming back. They was building more, so now we are going over to that side. And this bridge in front of us here, I don't remember the year it was built, but that one was built because the old one was not good anymore. And then again, the old one was replacing another one that was taken by the water, because sometimes the river can be very big. It has a lot of water in it. Some years ago we had it was overflowing, so it did destroy all the way down. The river here is going pretty long. It's going all the way down to the sea, and it starts far away from here. So yeah. And those you see here, it's like, you can see it's like a coin, and that is like this one. It's because of this city is built on that silver stuff. This is where the weapon factory was. I think this is a part of it. If you see that red sign on top of that building, the stone building in front of us, that's the same sign that has been here the whole time since the city was started in 1623. You see the waterfall, and when it's dark, it's light in that sculpture out there, so that's pretty cool. It's blue, purple lights. It's snow in the air now. My finger is getting very cold. I need to put some gloves on too. Oh yeah, so here we see. The first bit was 1641. And that one was taken by the river. So next one was built in 1862, and then this one is built in 1950. Oh yeah, there we got it. Just have to read a little. Interested in or have heard about ski jumping, but there was a very famous ski jumper from here. He was jumping before the Second War and also after the Second War. His name was, what was his name? Birger Ruse, I think it was. Let's have a look. You can see him on the photo over there. So it should say underneath his name and what he was winning. Yeah, it was Birger Rud, and he did win gold 1932 and 1936 and silver in 1948. That was the Olympic Games. And then in the world, what is it called? World ship, yeah. He did win gold in 1931, 1932, 1935, 1936, 1937, and then he had silver in 1939 and 1948. He was also doing alpine combination, and he got bronze in that one in 1935. So that guy, the ski jumper, he was from here. What happened? I don't know what happened. I haven't been down there. Looks like some naked woman. What is this? This is something new. This is not old at all. There's some hole in some stones. That's it. And then some statues beside it. So it's 3 holes and 3 statues. I don't know what it means. Doesn't say either. So. Well, there is some horses up there. So yeah, I haven't been here. I have walked past it, but never paid attention to it. You still see, am I still alive? Oh, this statue is for a back who was 350 years old. 350 years old. Yes, they had a lot of silver. So let's go and get some coffee somewhere. Get my fingers warm. But this is the city I'm going to if I need to go to some office and that kind of stuff. My dentist is here, and today I have been at the hospital, had an appointment there, so yeah. But that was my last one there. That's good. On that hospital I also got 3 of my kids. I was born there. Well, I really want coffee now. So the oldest building was on the other side of that bridge. It's so beautiful with all the lights they have been putting up. Should be more snow. So we are going inside, get some coffee.